I'm waiting for it to go live. Waiting to go live. Hey, everybody. So I'm trying something different today. I am using my what are these called? iPhones, iPods, something. And I'm hoping that you all can hear me. So if anybody jumps on here in the next few minutes, just make sure that you can hear me. So leave me a little note or something so that I know that you can hear me, because I'm using my new little in-ear plugs. So I need to make sure that you guys can hear me. All right. Today we're going to be doing a breath and body movement flow. And what does that mean? So I was teaching yoga to my husband the other day, and he was like, what do you mean when you say flow? And I have no idea what you mean when you say vinyasa, which is a Sanskrit word for a form of yoga. So vinyasa, it's Vinyasa. Vinyasa is a form of yoga which is a smooth transition between the different postures and poses. And one of the things that this style of yoga allows you to do is sync the movement with the breath. So we're really going to be doing that today. And so we'll just need our yoga mat and ourselves. Again, make sure anybody who's out there watching right now, make sure you can hear me, because I'm not sure if these things are connected right. So if you could leave me a quick note, let me know that you can hear me, then we're good to go. Good to go. All right, so let's begin on our yoga mat. We're going to come to a comfortable position on the mat. And I have what is called a yoga bolster. If you do not have this, a pillow works super good, or a blanket. So I'm going to use this to sit on, because as we know, when we sit, and a lot of us are sitting a lot lately, sometimes if the hips are tight, that can make us crunch down. We want to try to sit up straight, as tall as possible. We want to make sure that the hips and the shoulders are in line. The back of the neck is straight, so we kind of tuck the chin just a little bit. And we come to sit in a very comfortable cross-legged position on the mat, on our pillows, or on the blanket. So this may be the first time today that you are actually sitting with nothing going on. So let's take a deep breath. In through the nose, out through the mouth. Another breath in through the nose, out through the mouth. Last one, in through the nose, out through the mouth. Now keep your eyes closed. Breathe at the pace of your own breath. And anything that you were doing before this moment, that you were thinking about, ruminating about, just leave that to the side for right now. And anything that you're thinking about, obsessing about, planning, whatever, for the future, for later this evening, later this weekend, next week, just leave that to the side. And feel your sit bones grounding down to the earth in the pillow or the blanket that you're sitting on. Feel the crown of the head energetically moving up toward the sky. And arrive here and now. Take one deep breath in and breathe out through the mouth. And now we have arrived. So from this seated position, we're going to, again, marry the breath and the movement. So I'm going to be cueing lots of breathing here. So if you get lightheaded or if you feel like you're losing track, that's okay. Just notice it and come back. And if you're feeling lightheaded, just stop, take a moment, and then catch your breath. Remember, you want to honor yourself and your body as we move through this. So inhale, bring the arms straight up. Exhale. Take an inhale here. Then we're going to exhale and turn, open the arms to the right. And I'm really close to my door here, so take an inhale. Exhale. We're going to inhale, come to center. Exhale. Take an inhale and exhale to the left. Take an inhale. Exhale. Inhale, arms back up to the center. Exhale. Now we're going to inhale and exhale the arms down. Take a couple of breaths here. Then we're going to move into a side-to-side motion. Let me show you real quick. We're going to go side, center, side, and we're going to marry that with the breath. So take an inhale to the side, then exhale, center. Inhale to the other side, exhale to the center. Inhale to the next side, exhale to the center. Inhale to the other side, exhale to the center. Inhale here, exhale, arms down. So what we're really trying to do here again is marry the breath with the movement. So now we're going to take our blanket, the pillow, whatever you have you. We're going to put that to the side, and then we're going to come into tabletop position. And we're going to do the cat-cow and marry that again with the breath. Make sure that the knees and the hips and the wrists and the shoulders are in line. We want the spine neutral to begin with, head, face looking down. So we're going to start with an inhale for drop the belly, raise the pelvis, and raise the chin. Exhale, tuck the pelvis, tuck the chin, arch the back. Inhale, drop the belly, raise the chin and the pelvis. Exhale, tuck the chin. So keep going that round at your breath. Inhale for cow. Exhale for cat. Inhale for cow. Exhale for cat. Go 2 more times. Inhale cow. Exhale cat. Inhale cow. Exhale cat. Then come to a neutral spine. Take a couple of your own breaths right here before we move to the next movement. Somebody commented here. Okay. I can't see who that is, but hi. I hope everybody can hear me. All right. So from here, we're going to inhale the left leg or the right leg and the left arm up, and then we're going to inhale and we're going to do elbow to knee. So we're going to do that on one side and then move to the other side. So inhale, right leg up, left arm out. Exhale, knee to elbow. Inhale, expand. Exhale, knee to elbow. Inhale, expand. Exhale, knee to elbow. And then bring the knee and the hand down. Take a couple of breaths here. Remember, we don't want to get too lightheaded. So then we're going to do that on the other side. Left leg up, right arm up. So inhale, left leg up, right arm up. Exhale, knee to elbow. Inhale, right arm, left knee, left leg. Exhale, knee to elbow. Inhale, expand. Exhale, knee to elbow. Then we're going to bring it back down and take a few breaths here for transition. We're going to move to downward dog next, and we're going to exhale on the downward dog. So I'm going to cue you to inhale and then go into downward dog. So go ahead and take your inhale now. Put the arms forward a bit, and then exhale, rise the hips back. Take an inhale here. Exhale, and then do any kind of movement you need to do. You can bend the knees, but make sure that the wrists and the back are aligned. Take an inhale here. Exhale. One more inhale. Exhale, bring the knees back down and the hands back down. Now we're going to take a few breaths here. Then we're going to go back into downward dog, and we're going to go from downward dog to plank with the breath. So I'll show you real quick. We're going to inhale here. Then we're going to exhale to downward dog. Inhale to plank. Downward dog, exhale. Inhale to plank, and we're going to do that a couple of times. So we're going to start back here in our tabletop position and catch your breath. Okay, once you've kind of caught your breath, we're going to inhale. I like to move my hands out a little here so you can do that. So we're going to inhale, exhale, downward dog. Inhale to plank position. Exhale, downward dog. Inhale to plank. Anytime you could come down on your knees if you want. Exhale to plank, exhale downward dog. Inhale, plank. Again, you can come on your knees. Exhale, downward dog. Inhale, plank. Exhale, downward dog, and then come back down. And then we're going to take a child's pose. So child's pose is bring the toes of your big toes together, your knees wide, and then bring your hips to your heels, and as much as you can, just straighten out here. Take a few deep breaths here. You should feel the sides of your ribs expand, the upper back expand on the inhale, and then everything kind of release on the exhale. Another deep breath in, and exhale. Okay, we're going to come back up to our tabletop. And then our next breath and movement we're going to do is from here, we're going to go into downward dog. Then I'm going to ask you to raise your right foot up high. Inhale. Exhale. Bring it through. Then we're going to stay in lunge right here. Okay? So from our tabletop, go ahead and raise the hips up for downward dog. Exhale. Inhale, right leg up. Exhale, bring the foot through, and if you have to pick it up, that's fine. Okay, so we've exhaled. Take a breath here. Take another breath here. You want to keep the back heel moving toward the back of your mat. And you want to make sure that your knee is in line with your ankle here. And we're going to do a couple. So if you're, put your left hand here, then we're going to inhale, raise the arm up, exhale, bring it down. If this gets too much for you, bring your back knee down And you can do it from here. Okay, so we'll do that 3 times on this side. Ready? Inhale, arm up. Exhale, bring it down. Inhale, arm up and open the chest. Exhale, bring it down. Last time, inhale, arm up. Exhale, bring it down. And then actually bring this right leg back into tabletop. And we're going to sit back on our heels and give that hip a nice little stretch right here. Take a few breaths here. Okay, I'm going to switch because I'm going to the other side so you can see me. So we're here in our child's pose. We're going to come up to tabletop. Prep for downward dog. So inhale here. Exhale, downward dog. We're going to inhale the left leg up. Exhale, bring it through. And if you got to pick it up, pick it up. And you can stay here in high lunge. Take a few breaths. If you want to put the knee down, go ahead. Take a few breaths. Then we're going to take your right hand down. Finish taking your breaths. I'm rushing. Then we're going to do the opening up and breathing and exhaling. So get yourself set up for that. And here we go. Inhale, arm up. Exhale, bring the arm down. Inhale, arm up. Exhale, bring it down. Last time, inhale, arm up. Exhale, bring it down. Set your left hand down and step back into tabletop. Then we're going to sit the heels back again, or the hips on the heels. Take a few breaths here. Okay, come back up to tabletop position, and we're going to transition into this from a different way. So just take your right foot forward, keep the left knee down, and then come up to the knee. We want to make sure that the pelvis is neutral. Try to keep that knee and the ankle in line. Do that polite cough that my yoga teacher always talks about, that and then you can engage the core here. If this becomes too much on the knee, you can get a blanket. You can also step forward a little bit and take the pressure off the knee, but you have to make sure that you've got hip movement here. So if that's like no way, just stay up here. All right, from here, we're going to bring the arms up, inhale, and then exhale. No. We're going to bring the arms up. We're going to inhale to open the chest. Do a very, very, very soft back bend here. And then exhale, arms up, okay? So let's start that again. We're going to inhale here. Exhale, arms up. Inhale, bring the arms, and what I'm doing, just so you can see me, is this cactus arms. So inhale, cactus arms. Exhale, bring the arms up. 2 more times. Inhale, cactus arm. Exhale, bring the arms up. Inhale, cactus arms. Exhale, arms up. And if your left knee is driving you crazy like mine, bring the right knee down. Go back into child's pose. Take a few breaths. Okay, go ahead and come back up into tabletop pose. And we're going to do that on the left side. So take the left foot forward and catch your balance here, because this is a balance pose right here. It doesn't seem like it is, but it is. So you want your pelvis neutral again. You want to try to put weight into the shin and the foot in the back foot, or in the back leg, not so much on the knee. And square the hips, and then make sure that the knee and the ankle are in line. And so take a few breaths here. And then we're going to do that breathing with movement again on this side. So we're going to inhale from here. Exhale, arms up. Inhale, bring it back for cactus arms. Exhale, arms up. 2 more times. Inhale, cactus arm. Exhale, arm up. Last time, cactus arm, inhale. Exhale, arms up. Bring the hands down. Move that left foot back. And sit back on your heels for child's pose. One more time. Take a few breaths. Okay, now we're going to go into some standing poses. We'll do a couple of breaths in standing poses, and then we're going to wrap it up. So let's inhale, then exhale into downward facing dog. And then we're going to look forward, walk to the top of the mat, then exhale, forward fold. If this is your first forward fold, bend the knees because you might be tight back here. And that's okay. Just kind of bend the knees, let the torso rest on the thighs. Take a few breaths here. Then on your next inhale, lift up halfway. Exhale, fold again. Bend knees is fine. Inhale, come all the way up. Exhale, hands at the heart. Okay, from here, step your left foot back. It should be perpendicular to your right foot. Make sure that your knee is kind of tracking toward the pinky toe of that of your front leg. Then your hips are going to feel kind of wonky, and that's okay because this is an asymmetrical stance. So hands on the hips here. We're going to inhale, bring the hands up and bend the front knee. Make sure that knee doesn't buckle in or that it goes forward like this. We want it right in line. So inhale. Then we're going to exhale, straighten that leg, bring the hands up. So I get confused with the breath here, so let me see. So we're going to, let's start with our legs straight. Bring the hands out. We're going to inhale here. Exhale, bend the knee. Inhale, straighten the hands, touch the hands. Or straighten the leg. Exhale, bend the knee. Inhale, arms up to touch, straighten the leg. Exhale, bend the knee. You can also track your head here toward the middle and then turn your head here, okay? So do that 2 more times on this side. Inhale, exhale. Then go ahead and bring the hands to the hips, straighten that leg, turn your right foot so that it's now parallel with the left foot. Then we're going to turn the left foot so it's perpendicular now to the right foot. And you're going to get this weird stance here again. So we're going to start this right so we get the breath right. We have to get it right. There is no right, but you know what I mean. So let's inhale, arms up with a straight leg. Then we're going to exhale, bend that knee in the front. Make sure that it's tracking toward the pinky, not going too forward and not folding in. Okay, then inhale, straighten the legs, touch the hands. Exhale, bend the knee, look out over your left hand. Inhale, arms touch, straighten the leg. Exhale, warrior 2. Inhale, straighten. Exhale, let's do last time here. Inhale toward the middle. Exhale here. Now straighten that leg, bring your hands to your hips, turn that toe in, and you can heel toe your feet together, and we're standing in Tadasana. So from here, step to the front of your mat, whichever front you want. We're going to inhale, arms high, exhale, fold. You can try to straighten those knees, but if not, bend them. We're going to inhale, halfway lift, exhale, forward fold. We're going to step back into tabletop here. We're going to take a breath, another breath, and then we're going to lay down all the way. The last thing we're going to do is a Cobra Pose, where we inhale, rise up, and lower down, exhale. So in Cobra Pose, I've talked about this before, you should be putting all the weight, all of the pressure into your big toes on your feet, so much so that your knees come off the ground. Then you want to also kind of put pressure in the pelvis, but you don't want to be pushing down too hard. Then your hands should be kind of at your chest here, elbows toward the back of the mat, and the shoulders kind of pushing back toward the back of the mat. You use the strength of your hands to bring you up, and you can go a little bit or a lot, it just depends. And that's pretty much Cobra Pose. So let's do that with inhales here, and then exhale, come down. So we're going to do 3 of those. So put the weight into the toes, feel those knees come up off the ground, elbows in toward the back of the mat. Inhale, Cobra Pose. Exhale, bring it down. Inhale, Cobra Pose. Exhale, bring it down. Inhale, Cobra Pose. Exhale, bring it down. And then do your arms kind of like a pillow and lay your cheeks on to one side here. Take a breath. Sorry, my eye things are coming out. I forget what they're called. They're like iPhones, iPods, something. Okay, we're going to do that one more time. 3 rounds. Hands at the chest, elbows pointing back, toes into the ground, knees engaged. Inhale, Cobra Pose. Exhale, bring it down. Inhale, Cobra Pose. Exhale, bring it down. Inhale, Cobra Pose. Exhale, bring it down, and then make a pillow with your hands and turn your head to the other side. Take a few breaths here. Then we're going to come back up to tabletop and sit your hips to the right or to the left, and then come into a cross-legged position. And actually, let's do this. Knees bent, feet on the floor. We're going to come roll down onto our backs, and then relax here. Take a few breaths. And then from here, we're going to do windshield wipers. So put your feet to the edges of your mat. Your hands can be out, and then lay your knees to one side and then to the other side. And this is kind of neutralizing the spine, because we did kind of that bendy thing with or a back bend. And then the last pose we're going to do today is called Happy Baby, and you go to where you can go. So you're going to bring your feet off the mat and your knees into the chest. You're going to try to grab your feet from the outside. Some people like to grab on the inside. Just grab where you can grab and take a few breaths here. I mean, people who've been doing yoga for decades, they can get their knees into their armpits, but I'm not there yet, and most of us aren't there. So you can rock a little side to side, and then once you're done and release your lower back, we're going to bring the feet back down to the ground. Then stretch out your right leg, then your left leg. Take the hands and flip the palms up for external release of the shoulders. Kind of wiggle your shoulder blades down your back. Tuck the chin just a little. Take a deep breath in through the nose, out through the mouth. In through the nose, out through the mouth. Last one. In through the nose, out through the mouth, and then let it go. Let your whole body just completely relax. Release any tension or holding that you've got going on. And just let your body sink into the ground. I will cue you when it's time to come out. I invite you, if you'd like to stay in this pose, Cobra Pose, or Tadasana, if you'd like to stay here, please do so, if you have the time. But if you want to follow me, go ahead and bring your attention to your toes and your fingers, and wiggle your toes and your fingers. Take a deep breath in and exhale. Bring your feet to the mat with bent knees. And then roll to either side, whatever side suits you. And take a breath here. And then use the strength of your hands to push you up to a seated position. Cross your legs. You can sit on your pillow or your blanket if you like. And then close your eyes. Take a deep breath. Exhale. Bring your hands to your heart. Thumbs to your sternum. Bow your chin. And thank you for practicing with me today. May your practice benefit others. Namaste. Thank you, everybody. And again, I hope you can hear me. I hope this worked. Anyway, thank you. Bye, everybody.